Good morning, gamers. I can't think today. Thinking is bad today. We could just start off.
True.
We could ask Berto, what did you do this week in Flesh and Blood?
Doesn't annoy me. Did not do well at annoy me, but it'll be hard to say that I had a bad time whenever I'm playing Flesh and Blood in the Flesh and Blood.
It's the best game. It's the best game. Did
Oh,
you
Real.
still playing Afro Ziggy? Still tuning that deck up?
So I built it for the first time on Friday in paper,
Mhm.
and against Hayden at Mocha's place was my first time playing it in paper.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday was on the Refracted Iris build.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Jordan, what about you?
Yep.
What do you do?
I unfortunately couldn't make it to Armory this week, but me and Rev did slam a bunch of games while we were waiting for Mocha to troubleshoot the Minecraft server. We did I played Aurora and he played Katsu and Dory, and
Yeah.
I felt pretty good. I was having fun.
Yeah.
I really need to start playing an aggro here because I just love slamming 0 for 4s. It's crazy.
It's a
good.
bunch of fun.
Same.
This week I played a good Ira deck that I made into a garbage Ira deck by putting a bunch of slop in it. Steve made me this amazing Ira deck. It's very good. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, what if I put Fate Racine, 3 Sigil, and 3 Fiddler's Greens in this deck? And then the deck stopped working. Who could have guessed?
Too hungry.
Yeah. And then I played some Aurora yesterday against Jarl, and I wanted to bash my head against a wall. That matchup is not fun.
That it's not feeling like a good.
Yeah.
You get frostbitten.
Yeah. I got Frostbit, I got Blizzard, I got Okanolded, turn 2, 3 out of the 4 games that we played. He sent mini felling, he sent mini felling, and then he pummeled it, and it was bad. It was not good.
That's so cursed.
Yeah, Connor
How
blew
did
me.
it-
That is really
Kinda
cool.
blew me up.
How does it feel to have done to you what you have been doing to other people for an entire season?
I'll still say it. Guardian's broken. It's just a broken deck, man. I actually did want to. I
wonder how you hate to stab someone.
I wanted to talk about this.
Really...
I wanted to talk about this real quick. I forgot to talk about this last time, but it's like a quick story time from a moment that I played with Mocha before an Armory, where I've been trying to figure out if there's any future for Betsy Jarl, and I was like, all right, I have this new tech piece, Burdens of the Past. So I play Burdens of the Past in Jarl and set up this crazy pitch deck that I pitch a bunch of gold to, and the pitch deck ends up being Burdens of the Past, blue, Burdens of the Past and Arnold. It's blue, earth, ice, blue. So I believe it was one of the fuses. It doesn't really matter. And then I pitch all the gold, and then after all the gold, I end up with blue. It was Crumble to Eternity, Oak and Old, Sprout Strength with the Burdens of the Past in Arsenal after he played all of his D-Reacts. So I'm like, sick, yes. Oak and Old for 15 Dominate. No D-Reacts. It was so sick. And then he played Fearless Confrontation and then blocked 9, and then that was not fun. he didn't even pitch stack that. It just happened to be like it. That was I was so mad.
That's hateful.
Yeah.
Mocha looked at his opening hand. Oh, I'm godlike.
Yeah, I'm godlike. Yeah, it was I was stressing out the whole time. I set up this crazy pitch stack. I made it work. Literally insane, and it just didn't work out. I won that game though. I did end up winning that game, but it was on.
Hell yes.
There was some macro play that Mocha was testing out that turned out to not be that good. I guess Steve, did you do anything interesting at all this week? I don't know if you did anything cool.
Well, I built you an Ira deck that you immediately took all the fun cool cards out of and put Fiddler's Greens into.
It's true.
I spent the week kind of I was prepping for the Battleground that was this past weekend. And I was kind of back and forth between Syndra and Fi, and there was a Fi list that had won a Battleground before. And so I was like, and I've been playing a lot of Fi and Sage, and I just like his play patterns. He's a lot of fun. So I played him at the Armory because I was like, well, either I'll do well with him and then be like, all right, cool, and I'll lock it in, or I'll do bad with him and go, okay, cool, I got that out of my system. I don't have to worry about it. and then I went 2-1, which was the most middling result possible. So I got to
Yeah.
spend a little bit more time hemming and hawing over it, and then the day that Danny and I left to go to the Battle Hardened, I just decided to say fuck it and play Syndra, and then I won the Battle Hardened.
Let's go! Let's go!
Let's
Let's go!
go!
Let's go! Let's go!
Woo!
Yeah. Do you want to talk about your tournament run a little bit? You don't have to go through everything, but do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I won't go too deep into it because I do want to record like a story time, like going through like the matches in the day, because it was actually like in general like a wild day. The like in the background of the whole Battle Harden or the Battleground, I'm never gonna not call them
they're battle hardens.
which makes it sound like I'm trying to like say that what I did was more impressive than it was, because I basically just won a like a PQ.
Yeah.
But it was like throughout the whole time when we left, I had forgotten my phone charger, and so at the start of the tournament, my phone was at 20%, and I had to like keep it off all day and like turn it on to see my pairings, and then turn it off, and then play my games, and then turn it on, and then report it, and then turn it off. And so that's what I was doing.
Brutal.
Like,
that's so
day.
brutal, man. Well, okay. It's
yeah,
kinda...
I'll go into like more of the
Yeah.
like the specifics of that in the actual like video that I'm gonna do. Where I'm also gonna open the gold foil because I haven't done that yet.
Yes.
So that'll be
The
cool.
hype.
I'm gonna probably try to like get that recorded in the next day or so and send it over to you to ship it into the content mine.
Hell yes.
Yeah. And then deck tech 2. You want to do a deck tech? We could do a deck tech on Wednesday. You free before Armory Wednesday? We can film it out.
Yeah,
boom, boom, boom. Yeah, deck tech incoming.
Yeah. I can talk about it. There are a couple of slots that were like experimental that I didn't quite end up even using. But it's just a really clean list that I built to just like be as consistent as possible and be able to basically like the idea behind the list was as soon as you get to the point where you have a 5-card hand, if you have a 5-card hand and a fealty, you just never brick for the rest of the game and you kill them, is like the philosophy behind it. And the one game that I lost in the whole tournament was round 2 against a Marionette, where foolishly I blocked.
That's so foolish.
It just like they just got me into a position where I needed to block them first, and then the first T-Tox that they saw was the one that killed me. And it was like I was kind of behind the whole time, so I kind of knew it was coming. It kind of felt inevitable. But then I got that run back, not against the same Marionette, but another also very good Marionette player in the top 4, and just like played a very methodical game where I just kind of walked him down in it, and he never had any like big blowouts or anything.
Nice.
Yeah, I was pretty sure after I lost to the Marionette, and I was walking around the room because I didn't have a phone, so I didn't have anything to do in between rounds, and all my rounds end in 10 minutes because I'm playing Syndra. So I was like walking around, like checking out. Danny was there playing Betsy, and Jeremy was there playing Kasai as well, which we didn't know, but like we got into the venue room and we like looked over and we're like, oh yeah, of course Jeremy's here. He just be at every Fab tournament.
He's gonna.
That's where I went. Like that's when Zigno and I went to the Indianapolis PQ last year, and Jamie went there, and then we peered into each other like round 1 or 2.
It wasn't even Indianapolis. It was Fort Wayne. It was like even why would he even be in a Fort Wayne, man? That was ridiculous.
That's a grinder.
Yeah, we went to go visit some friends, some fighting game friends, to play at an RT. Was it a? No, it was a PQ. That was PQ season. And then he's just there. It was so weird. It's like, all right, there he is.
The gamer.
Yeah. The craziest Jeremy showing up at a tournament story I have is at one point Kim and I went to Connecticut. We went to the Calling in Hartford because I'm from there and my parents live like a half hour away from the venue. So like any events in Connecticut, we just get to free roll. We knew like our buddy John, fellow local John, the guy who made the Mark token that I got to use, was there. and we knew that, but then like we like went into the venue and we were like just playing in side events, and of course like Jeremy and his buds were there, and we were like, that's crazy, how why are you in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Like he hadn't talked about it at all.
Just shows up.
I have a friend like that. He's like a Toledo area local. He hasn't been playing too much because he's like going to school to be an EMT. Slight tangent, but this guy is like good at everything. He's tall, he's handsome, he's a firefighter, and he's going to be a licensed EMT. But like,
Yes.
I'll just go, I'll go places, and he's just there. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, what hobby it is, fighting games, if it's like card games. He'll just show up. I didn't know he played Fab. He played Fab. He showed up. He was playing new at like a PQ, and I was like, dude, what the hell are you doing here?
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout outs to.
Hilarious.
The first time that he did that happened to me with Till, he was on Azalea. That was when he did his better.
He plays the good characters. He does not play bad characters.
Like so Till is like you said, he's good at everything, but he also knows like I'm doing all of these things and I have to be good at everything. Why am I going to waste time?
Why am I wasting my time?
Yeah, I'll just go be a doctor instead.
Yeah. It's so sick. Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to talk about the Battlegrounds, or are you just gonna save that off?
No, I mean, I'm happy to like answer any questions that any of y'all have.
I had one question about the final, actually.
Yeah.
When your opponent popped Cap of Quick Thinking, what was going through your mind? Because I don't know, you like, it almost looked like you like tapped the table or something. You looked a little.
No, okay, hold on. So I need to talk about. I'll like I should just like fucking VOD review that game because that game was insane.
It was crazy. I really had thought you lost that turn, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I got really worried.
Like so, one of the questions you asked me before we started recording was, did I know which version of Asilia that was he on?
Yeah.
And I wasn't 100% sure, but right before I went up to the finals, like Danny pulled up the like a VOD of him playing in the stream earlier so we could look at it, and we couldn't quite tell from like what we saw, but we saw that the his chest and his legs were broken, and we were like, it's probably on the Flash version. And so I was like pretty sure going in, and then when we like got together and like the judge was like, you know, here's this, and he was the higher seed, he was undefeated on the day, so he was on the play, and he chose to go second. And I was like, as soon as he chose to go second, I was like, oh yeah, this guy is on God in a Flash.
100%.
And
Hell
so yeah, the thing about Gone in a Flash Acilio into Syndra is that they usually have like one really important thing that matters, and that's Cap of Quick Thinking. Is just like you have to like play the game differently when that card is around, because you just have to accept that you're going to get owned on a turn by that card. And so I was like already kind of prepared for that, and then he flipped over the gloves of Astral whatever, the prevention gloves, which I'm sure was probably like an incidental like thing that you play like to help the Marionette matchup, but it felt particularly hateful that it also hurts Syndra. But that was like the other thing that I was like, okay, I need to like figure out, like I need to find a way around that. And so the plan kind of was always to find a throw dagger and then try to bait him into like glovesing a flick knives trigger and then being able to throw dagger the same, target the same dagger in response.
There was a judge call on that, right?
No, the judge so there were a couple of times where the judge who was watching the game like came over and was like, is that how that works? And
you were just like, yeah, man, yeah, it is.
And I was like, he was like looking up the rule, and I had told him, I was like, you know, like definitely like look it up and everything, but like I'm pretty sure this works because I've done this before. And there was another really crazy moment that Gabriel, the Acilio player, had that was so sick. I was like talking to him about it afterwards because I had never like thought about this line before, where like he had faded, so he knew the top of his deck was a Sigil of Solace, and so he
Yeah.
activated Acilia, discarded a Lightning Press, held priority, activated Volzar because there was an instant in the graveyard, and then played an Astral Bridge. So the Astral Bridge would resolve first, get the amped ping from the Volzar,
Oh, and then draw a card. He plays the sigil.
And he milled the sigil
Yeah,
of
yeah, and
Solace
then he
that
draws
had.
the card after.
And then he got the sigil, the draw, which I don't remember, but like it gave him like a chance to find a card that also blocked.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
like it was a crazy line. It was really, I was like, that was really heads up. That was awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah, that game in general was just like a really crazy one. But like that whole like beginning of the game got really awkward for me because I saw like all of my finishers in like the first like 3 hands of the game. Like there was a hand that it was the turn that I just went like Draco Fire Demonstrate Devotion for 6.
Yeah.
Like the hand was the Draco Fire, the Demonstrate Devotion, and Inflame the Firebrand, and another finisher, either Lava Burst or Snatch or something. I'd have to go watch it. And so it was just like, it was like literally like cards that just like didn't work because I was like off of daggers, or like I didn't really have a way to like to convert it. And so I was like, okay, so I think I just need to like send this like 2-card 6 and then like re-equip daggers and then arsenal a card, because then I could set up like daggers being on the board, and a card in my arsenal, and then I had a 5-card hand, and then I could just like start doing my thing. And that was the last turn of the, or no, then there was the weird turn where I had pitched a throw dagger, so I had 2 resources floating, and then I like swung dagger and like did other stuff, and then I broke the combat chain and pitched a snatch along with the 2 resources to re-equip the dagger.
That was the turn you had double snatch, right? That was the double snatch turn. Yeah, you arsenaled the second snatch.
I arsenaled the second snatch, and that like insulated, because having the other snatch be on the bottom.
It won you the game.
1, I didn't IP myself, and 2, then I didn't have to deal with double finisher.
Yeah. That turn.
I really
Sorry, you
the
go.
like break chain into pitch was really nice, just to get more cards out.
I think that the guy you were playing was like confused, like, "Oh, you did that? That's like
yeah, he got confused about that, and he got really confused about the Draco Fire Demonstrate Devotion, and like understandably so. I was sitting there the whole time, like I was like super nervous. I don't know how well that like translated on camera.
There was some stuff where I'm like, oh, Steve's nervous. We by we I mean me, Jordan, Kenny, Matt, and Connor were all huddled around one phone being like, oh my god, and we were popping off the whole time. And I was like, Steve's nervous, man. He's nervous.
I was like everything game related was not like nothing in game was going to rattle me. But like I was like one external stimuli away from being just like, I'm gonna have a panic attack on
That's
air.
So crazy.
But it worked out. But I remember playing those hands and just being like, I'm fairly confident that what I'm doing is, if not like the correct line, like pretty close to the correct thing to do. And it probably looks batshit insane to the camera to like anyone who doesn't know Syndra.
Because the way it looked like we talked about this a little bit, but you like pointed to your fealty because you said that he thought that you popped the fealty on it, and he was just like making sure that he knew what was going on. So it looked like you were asking to pop your fealty retrospectively, and then you were like, oh shoot, I guess like I have to do this weird line now. But knowing that it was all like, yes, I have to do this is so sick.
Yeah, no, because I thought about it a lot, because I think there were 2 fealties left, and so I thought about like going down to 1 fealty or like keeping the 2. And I agonized over it for a really long time and ultimately decided against it. But I think while I was like agonizing over it, I think Gabriel might have like spaced out a little bit or something, so that he was thinking about blocking, and he asked me if it was Draconic because he realized that like my shoes were still up. And 1, I hadn't blocked with the shoes yet, so I was like, I can like hopefully maybe get like a life out of them still. And 2, I was already like, I I hadn't really been seeing my like draconic starters. Like the deck was just like that was still when the deck was just like not really cooperating.
Mhm.
And so I was like, I can always operate a hand off of one fealty, but having two fealty, like almost no matter what, when you're looking at 5 cards in that deck, if you have two fealties, you can always like play a full turn where you also re-equip your daggers.
Yeah.
Because you're almost always able to have like a draconic starter, and then like you almost always have like either another like a rabble or a pain in the backside or something like that. And if you ever have two of those, like two fealties on both of them, like lets you like just keep the blender going is the idea.
Yeah.
And so I decided to hold on to it and not crack it, but he had asked, and so I was like pointing to it because I was like, no, it's not draconic, but I really thought about it. Like it was like
It was a
I don't
tough
know how
choice. I think I probably would have done it in your situation. I would have been like, yeah, double snatch time, like get owned, bozo.
I was talking a lot to our other local Steven character,
Yeah.
and he was like, I would have cracked it there.
Yep.
No,
Double snatch.
but
Double
like the
snatch
turn
is
you
too
finally
juicy, man.
cracked it. The turn you finally did it though was huge, and it was so sick watching you work through like probably two of the clunkiest start like opening hands you could have had,
Oh yeah.
and then getting through that cap of quick thinking turn he had, and the double flick play was nice.
Yeah.
That was something I like. I wouldn't have recognized myself for sure. It was so sick to see like, oh shit, it does work.
Yeah.
Yep. It like I've there's it's really I have a hard time like gassing myself up or like bragging and being that way generally, but like I have just like basically done nothing but play Syndra since she came out, and so it's like all of these like really weird corner case scenarios and all of these things, it's like I've run into them like several times in
Mhm.
like so many different matchups. Like the main reason I could play like so comfortably into the Acilio game is like, do you remember the time that we did draft practice, and there was a time where like Brandon, you and I just like sat there and we jammed like 4 or 5 games of Syndra Acilio, and I won all of them.
Yep.
And then Berto was like, no, give me that. And then I played a couple of games against Berto, and I beat him. And then at one point, Steven carried the deck and like just barely.
Yeah. And he was so confident. He was like, look how easy it is. And he like got like, it was some BS. Like he got like 6 damage over on his turn or something, like on your turn.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. He and I played in the Swiss of the car qualifier that I top 8'd.
Rest in peace. No more car.
Yeah. And I lost, but I got to talk to him about it, and I was like, okay, like this Acilio guy, I just need to know how to like beat this thing. And so I have practiced that matchup a lot, so that's why I knew a lot of the weird corner case shit could come up. And then dealing with your deck like farting out on you like that is just like also a thing that when you play an aggro deck, you need to be able to like make it through those situations while also sending the damage in the right direction. A lot of the time is my experience. So like sending a 2-card 6 and arsenaling with like no daggers left or whatever the situation was, like looked really stupid, but it was just like I just needed him to be a little bit lower on life. And then like at one point he was at like 19 and I went to 9, but I knew I was going into a turn with like 2 fealties and an arsenal and 4 cards and my daggers, and I was like, I'm gonna go to 9 here, and he's never gonna get a hand for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Like that's how basically all of my games yesterday like went. Was just like, how do I get myself in a position where I'm sending an arsenal with a fealty and daggers equipped, and if I can get there, like unless I'm like super far behind or something like that, like I can win. Because you can just play really well on the axis of cards with Syndra.
Yeah, it was super cool to watch. I really like that that last turn of the game. I think it was the last turn of the game. You played around the last D react so well for the final snatch to hit. It was so good. It was like you constantly were like, the only way that he wins this game is if he has a D react for the snatch and saves it. How often can I present for him to want to use this damn D react? And you used it. You did it in such a sick way.
Yeah, like kind of the final turn of the game. Like I think when you're playing an aggro deck in this game, a thing that I've learned is like just kind of like really thinking about like what do your final turns look like.
Mhm.
So like in this Syndra deck, it was I'm gonna spin these 5-card hands or these like 4-card hands in Arsenal, and I'm gonna like select what I arsenal, and I'm eventually going to set up a chain link where I can just go 6 wide. And like if I can go 6 wide, that means that the first time
everyone's
that
speared.
I've
There we go.
written, if I can go 6 wide, then it's like the first 3 chain links that they're trying to like block around mask, or like, you know, the point where you would normally as a Syndra player need to like flick to keep mask alive. It's like I can just ignore those first 3 chain links, and any cards that they use to block those chain links, they're discarding cards, because the chain links that I care about are like 4 through 6, you know. And so I can just like save the flick knives and all that for like really late when they're like really out of resources on their turn. And usually when they're at single digits and you can find that hand, they die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when their deck is filled with a lot of instants that don't block.
Exactly. As soon as the cap goes, you get to like really play a different game. It's the same playing against Warriors after like all their bluntons are gone. You just get to play a different game.
Yeah. It's like, especially in that matchup, cap of quick thinking does so much work.
And it like digs you farther into your deck, and it finds you, it lets you like sculpt your Gone in a Flash turns, which like is really spooky. And I've played the matchup before where like when you pop the cap, I just kind of like stop attacking and pass my turn, so to stop you from being able to like sculpt a hand. But I think I like ultimately came to the conclusion that like that is like playing too passively for what Syndra wants to do, and that's just like giving you a window when like yeah, you get to sculpt a hand, but you're sculpting a hand and I'm still sending a mask, like, you know, I'm still like sending head jabs and ravenous rabbles and shit at you. And so like even though you can do the cap of quick thinking thing, you still have to give me cards or I'm still gonna draw a card. And so I kind of reversed my thinking on that, and it worked out, at least in that game.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
On the Acidio side, at least, some of the things that like I always noticed was that if I really had a Gano Flash with all the instants I had in my hand, my thought would be, I'm not gonna pop cap here because I
The
already
hand's too
have
good.
enough.
Yeah, the hand's too
Yeah,
broken.
you're already
Like,
doing the thing. Absolutely.
Unless if you are like threatening lethal, it'd be like, go ahead, do what you want, get your master gear. Like, I am keeping this hand.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah,
without that, yeah.
And he did kind of get unlucky. It like took him a really long time to find his first Gone in a Flash.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
He found two in the same hand, and then he blocked with both of them. And when that happened, it's like, oh, this is not good.
And I was like, yeah, like that was tough. And at one point he used Old Knocker to like just zap me for 3 with a strike twice.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
and I was sitting there like, I was like, okay, this feels like you just needing to like just like send anything. But the fact that he popped Old Knocker made me like so scared of like some Acilio bullshit that I hadn't run into. So I like spell voided it anyways, even though I like kind of didn't have to.
No, that was the right play. So when Acidio does that, it's basically conceding like the only way that I will win is from
like shocking you on
like that is Acidio basically conceding that like I need to do this.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch the PT Yokohama finals with Evan Hayden, he did that just to shock and say like, this is the game plan right now. I just need to get this extra value or I would lose the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like Old Knocker blocks for 1.
Yep.
And you can still get the resource. It's great.
Yeah. Broken. Always broken.
Yeah, it is a broken card.
Yeah.
Old Knocker's so good. They gotta bring it back. They gotta bring it back in Sage so I can block one more with Blaze. Yes, we need it. Her skirmish results are so bad. No, you have to give me something, man. Her skirmish results suck. Broken Acilio is up top on the skirmish charts, man.
Yeah, no, you just gotta play Fi, and you get to play get a resource when you make a cat thing, and then you get to play better old knocker.
It's true. You get to block with it and then make a resource. It's so.
I can't believe Acilio's so broken that he gets to run bad Tunic. It's crazy.
You know, a deck is like really good when it gets to run bad Tunic.
Yep.
When running bad Tunic is optimal over actual Tunic.
Yeah.
You mean?
Yeah,
I hate that it is.
Like the Fi list that I was testing also had knocker in it because it was just like, if the game is only going, sub 3 turns, I just want to have the resource on that turn to like play an Art of the Phoenix War or whatever.
Yep. Do we want to talk about how broken Acilio truly is now?
My God,
I don't know. I don't think that
How
guy's
many?
that good.
How many are calling Hamburg?
Yeah. How many in the top 8, Berto?
Let's
How
hear it,
many
Mr.
won?
Acilio.
How many Acilios were in top 8?
Boy.
4?
4?
I'm pretty sure it was 5. Was it 5?
It's 5.
It's 5, dude.
I thought it was 4. That's my bad.
He's already downplaying. Look at him. Do you see
He's
this
already-
guy?
he's
already
gotta be
downplaying. No, there was only
He's
4.
gotta-
There's only 4. We don't count Spell Acilio as real Acilio. We don't count him as real Acilio. Oh, that's like.
See, I'm doing my part to contribute to Berto's Accilia downplaying
Yeah.
propaganda by beating it in the finals. You know.
You're giving him like 2 more weeks with his baby. It's really nice.
It's
of
true.
you,
It's
actually.
true.
No.
Yeah. No, the Acilios are really good at losing in the finals. To be fair, that sounds rude to the Acilio players who get to the finals. That's like,
Have we not told you about the pact?
oh, you guys have a pact to like keep him
Look.
playable for like 3 more seasons.
No. So what happened is that before high seed, every Acilio player knew if they give us a 0-cost shock, it's over. And then Satan himself came back and said, "Yo, you guys want a 0-cost shock? All it will cost you was like never winning a calling or PT."
They took it, man. They took it.
Because there was like a lot of events after that happened where like you would see a city on top 8 and it's like, oh, he's against a Dio. That's a game.
Yeah.
Oh, I go. Sucks to see. Like it happened consistently, so we started joking about the pact.
Yeah.
Like we made a pact, and then the pact got broken, and then our shit got banned.
Speaking of a Dio took it down, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did the Dio player win? That's
Yes.
awesome. That guy.
Yes.
I didn't get to watch all of it, but I watched a couple of his games throughout the Swiss. That guy was a fucking monster.
Yeah.
He was
so
gaming.
good at that deck. Yeah. I watched him kill a hollow with like literally the last cards in his deck for Xaxes.
That's so sick.
It was so awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that puts Dio to, I think if I'm doing the math right, she gets 75 from that. So she's at 875 now. She'd be at 950.
Oh yeah.
950 Dio. Wow.
Like so.
Dio's the event sniper, the calling
Yeah,
sniper.
she's done like she sniped like 2 like recently. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
Dio
There was
like
Leo
not-
Toulouse.
Dio's kind of like in the Mario boat where there's some guys that are so good at that deck that it doesn't matter like how bad the meta is for the most part. If they show up, there's a chance that Dio will win.
I don't know about the rest of the meta, but like, isn't this top 8 meta insane for Dio? 'Cause she just gets to
Like I
own
looked
all
at the top
Acilios.
8 and I was like, oh, Dio wins. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool to see Marlon too, though. That's
yeah,
very
yeah.
cool.
Marlon in top 8. Is really crazy.
That's very cool.
Yep, we got to see an Acilio do the classic. Oh, you're not going to take any game actions? Guess I'll shock myself.
Yep. I also want to talk about how big this event was, man. This event was freaking huge.
490.
490 after the Pro Tour in a season that people don't really care about anymore. It's
I think it's a lot of the like knock-on effect that the calling Atlanta like hype / discourse cycle has like generated.
And it's also like a big weekend for Riftsbound too. I think it's in Barcelona. Like there's another big trading card game event in Europe at the same time, and we still had 490 show up. It's like crazy.
Oh yeah, one of those games is good.
I did The funny thing I saw about Riftbound this last weekend is they had some kind of like mixed tournament in Milwaukee that had Magic and Riftbound, and there was literally like a tenth of the players for Modern as there were for
Oh
Riftbound,
my god.
and it's just it's a testament to how those companies like treat their pro players or like competitive
Yeah.
players, I think, because Magic's been rough the last couple years.
Magic was Magic show like organized play was already on a downturn, and then COVID happened,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like from there they were all aboard the Commander hype train, and they're like, why would we invest a lot into competitive organized play when
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these formats makes number go up and the other doesn't.
Mm-hmm. It's like why you see a lot of the pro Magic players playing Fab now, right? You have Andrea Mengucci, top four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this a lot, like playing through my top 8 games, which were all like very like close and like methodical, and like because I've played a lot of competitive Magic. I used to like at like the PTQ, like, you know, intermediate levels, and I used to like play a lot of Magic top 8s and that kind of thing, and like it was like such a different experience to have like a big Fab top 8 and not, and like compared to like a Magic top 8, because with a Magic top 8 it was like, okay, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna play my games, and if at any point I draw the wrong combination of lands and spells, I simply die and there's nothing I can really do about that.
Yeah.
Whereas like in this finals game against the Sicilio, I had like this string of like really crappy hands, but it's like I know my hero and I know my game plan, I know my thing, and I have the agency in this game to be able to like play through that and like play myself into a position where I can win from there. And like that's just like not really like that happens so rarely in Magic. And I think especially now with how swingy the game has become, as like cards have gotten more powerful and everything, where it's just like if you miss a land drop you die. So pretty cool.
Yeah, like what was it like? The saying was like 40% of the games you will auto win, 40% you will auto lose, and then the 20% is where you like get the percentage points back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then sometimes you get all your sideboard pieces into like not red miracles, like just red storm, and they still play through like your 5 pieces of interaction.
Oh, that was always so fun to do.
Insane to watch.
Storm player, by the way. That's why you guys should. You see them, throw rocks at them.
No.
How do you feel about Kano players? Kano players are your storm players. Like
true.
But you'll talk about that.
The
Back
same.
when I played that deck, the games that I always had the most fun with were like the ones with like, oh, I killed you before you could do anything. Shake my hand, GG's. Like the best games with that deck were always when you were going into a more like mid-range or control deck, where you had to like really grind games out and find value somewhere. Like
we got to get you playing Yu-Gi-Oh. We got to get you playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
What are you talking about? That sounds like Fab. It sounds like he's in the right place.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, it's like, imagine if that happened, but it's just one turn cycle, like over and over and over again. It's so sick. It's so sick. You're just like, I have the big combo, and your opponent's like, I have every disruption ever. Play through it, and then you do, and you win. Dude, it's so sick.
Dude, my ADHD is so severe. Like, I struggle to go through one Yu-Gi-Oh text box.
Well, yeah, I've never read a Yu-Gi-Oh card in my life, and I'm not about to start now.
You're very proud of that fact. You're very proud of that fact.
That's so funny.
I tried to read a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I failed.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you can't read.
I used to sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I've never read one.
Smart choice. Smart choice. Yeah.
So based. I've one more shout out for Hamburg. There was a Riptide in the day 1 stream. Maybe my favorite name ever for a Fab tournament. Gennaro Champa Mango.
Whoa, that's sick.
That's crazy.
It's awesome name.
Yeah,
love that.
I saw that and I'm like, Mango's back.
Mango, no.
Just his name being a sentence is like something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's something.
I love that stuff.
Do we want to talk about like a little bit more about like what the meta of this calling means? Because like by no means was this a small event where we can just say like, oh, 5 Acilio on top 8 is just like, it's just luck. Like this deck is like a real problem, and a lot of it goes down to like just the switchboard stuff, which I think a lot of people are like crying and calling for like open deck lists, this, that, and the other. But I think the problem isn't like we need open deck lists, we need this, that, and the other. I think having like a unique way to play a deck that like catches somebody off guard is like a unique and interesting thing. But I think Acilio is just so powerful in each of his forms that it's like he is the problem. It's not the fact that it's not the sideboarding. It's Acilio is the problem.
It's not just the fact that both versions of Acilio are good. It's the fact that there's arcane and physical damage, which you have to like, and hedging for both of those.
Yeah, you just can't do it. Yeah,
it's a good thing because of how the game works when it comes to arcane damage.
It's not like a turtle dash versus like boost dash where you can hedge and then still play the game, right?
And like you can adjust accordingly when you see like, oh, this is what you're doing. Like that's just not how it works with Acilio. Like if you don't have the AB, Arcane Acilio goes yummy.
Yeah.
Like this is the part where like this is a rare opportunity for me to like kind of be like, I don't think that's quite how it works, and also be able to like talk to it and back it up because I beat both a spell Acilio and a Gone in a Flash Acilio in the tournament. And like in both of those matchups, like so the way that I do it with Syndra, because I don't play any AB, I've got my little Spell Void dagger and I've got Boots of Omnisword, which I realized is like wrong to play, even though I played it against the Spell Acilio and it was like good because I got to use it on an Aether Flare. But like my plan into it is like largely like the cards that I bring in are always the same, and the only thing that changes is like how I play it, right? Because like if I'm playing against a Gone in a Flash Acilio, you saw how much like having the throw daggers matters and being able to like do a lot of pings to clear daggers and recur them, and like having all the like just the Spell Void dagger just to be like, I'm gonna use this to gain like 5 life over the course of the game or whatever, and like that's all it's really for, as opposed to like the arcane version, I just send like way smaller combat chains where I'm just threatening mask every turn and trying to set up an arsenal until I kill them, and like I'm doing a lot more like, you know, use like spell voiding with the dagger and then just like pitching to re-equip the spell void dagger in the same turn when they're sending multiple arcane spells and stuff. So like you can just like build your deck in such a way that your strategy is kind of like slightly different depending on the variation, but your overall game plan can like the cards you're bringing in can be the same.
Now, do you think that is like, because personally I think that is a benefit of Syndra. Like Syndra is uniquely able to do this, where some decks they really get punished by like having 2 separate plans, right? Like it's really hard. Like I've done it, but it's really hard for Jarl to build in a way that hedges against both and is like ends up being effective.
Yeah, that makes sense. And obviously, like I don't have a ton of experience playing into like the mid-rangey or like the Jarl or anything like that. And I want to give you a meme answer like play a better deck,
yeah.
But I want to actually engage with the discussion and say that like, can you like, is it possible to just build Jarl in a way that like into Acilio kind of no matter what you just like play super aggressively and just try to like put as much pressure and disruption on them as possible?
I think
that,
there
like, not really.
I think there is, but then you like it's like a deck building choice and like one of those puzzles that, you know, deck builders love to talk about. I personally don't think that this switchboard thing is, or like this like sideboarding Acilio problem DGA, where I personally don't think it's a problem, because because I find like a lot of reward and skill expression in understanding how to sideboard and to build a sideboard and to build these macro plans. And hedging is a unique way to like flex that skill and like show it off. I think that's really, really unique and fun. We are just like at a point where like a lot of people just can't handle it because this is like probably the worst it will ever get, right? Like this is there's no way that there's ever going to be a deck that has 3 different versions of a way to build a deck, and it is all 3 of those versions are like best deck in format. That's probably not gonna happen, at least for a while. Like it might happen again, but not for a while. I think you definitely can.
Like, with how much feedback there is about this situation, others are going to be very careful about not letting this happen.
I might be a uniquely Acilio problem too, just because he flexes between physical and arcane damage like way too well. Because I mean, even you mentioned DGA, like it's funny to get pissed off at this and not think it's weird to do like the DGA, like be like secretive about being like a fatigue warrior. Because it's the same concept. It's betting on people not knowing what you're doing. And not that the Acilios are.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up DGA also because I think, and like I don't know, maybe this is just like my personal bias showing, but I think like siding into DGA is like way more.
It's way more
than
obnoxious.
Having like a different build of a thing.
But I think. Sorry, you go. I don't want to cut you off for no reason.
I was gonna say like the game plan is similar into the DGA decks. It's just if you know they're on DGA, you bring in like your entire sideboard. Right.
Yeah.
I think though the difference for most people, where when I sit down against Acilio, I like do the hedge board thing, right? I'm not like rah, 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 I'm gonna get this 2 extra % because I know they're on this. But with DGA, it doesn't feel as bad, even if the percentage points swap from you siding correctly and you siding wrongly are the exact same as you siding correctly and you siding wrongly. There's like a mental disconnect that people have where they're like, I took arcane damage. I didn't bring AB. No, what am I gonna do? And it's like that wasn't the point. That's not what you're supposed to be doing, man. Like you're supposed to kill them. Like it's I feel like there are probably a lot of people that like pitch to AB a lot when they shouldn't, because they should be using that to like fuel a more aggressive turn to be able to pressure them. Like the number one piece of advice I give to people when I play them with Syndra when like they don't know the matchups, which like that's a thing that I like to do, is like I'm more than happy to teach people how to beat my deck. Like everyone who like started playing Flesh and Blood at our local armory, I've like taught them how to block around Mask of Momentum, right? And like when you like when someone doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't have like the experience, you get to leverage that so much more. And it feels like being able to like build your deck into a different configuration or a different version, like you could have a lot of experience playing into Fang. You could like we have a really good local Fang player. We have like
we have a couple
3
really
of those. We have so much Fang at our locals, man. It's crazy.
Michigan with this whack ass medals.
Bro, I'm literally gonna play Fang at Armory on Wednesday. It's gonna be
I was about to say you're one of them. You're one of them.
Yeah, you're one of them, man.
Fangs.
I wouldn't call myself a Fang player, but I have played it enough to have opinions about it, But it's like
play Tome of the Firebranded, play Tome and Fang. Everyone play Tome and Phoenix Fame and Dual Threat and Fang.
It's so lit though.
It's so sick.
Cool.
It's good. I have cut those cards and my list has functioned way better. But I do think there's a build for it. I think
you can play Tome. I think you can play Tome and that's fine. I think Tome is like a genuine good card. I think you can play Tome.
Tome is worse than the Phoenix Flame Dual Threat thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm a deck acceleration like head. I love deck acceleration.
I'm with you, and the fact that I am with you and
cutting Tome says something. Yeah.
The first thing that I wanted to do when I saw Hunted and I saw Fang and Cinder was just go like, oh shit, we can play Dromai's gun into them. But like the thing that made the gun really good was that you also made Ash.
Yeah. Right? You don't make an extra thing. You're not playing the heart, whatever it's called.
For Dromai, that card's good.
Flame scale.
Fucking Codex of Frailty is good.
Mm-hmm.
But like for everyone else, it's like it's good, like even bigger than that is good, and we love an even bigger than that.
Ooh, just you wait. Just you wait. Viscerai's coming back. That means even bigger than that. Ira's coming back. That's what they don't want you to know.
Steve, I literally looked at your Fang list last week and I was like, where'd the Phoenix Flame go?
I know.
No.
It was so tragic, but I think like I watched Paul Van Heisel had Yuki Lee Bender on, and
such a
did
good
an
such
episode
a good
about
video.
building.
Such a good video.
Shout out to the both of them and also that video. Like incredible stuff. I've always really admired Yuki as a deck builder, so getting to just like hear her yap about it was incredible. But like one of the things that she talks about in that video is like being able to recognize when like a thing is like not working, and understanding when it's time to like try to move on and try something else, and like maybe come back to it when you've learned a little bit more about like the deck and how it works, or like a new card comes out or whatever. But like as I started to like cut those, like that was the thing that inspired me to be like, okay, what if I like cut those cards and I just play like Cheerios Fang? Like the bit with my Fang list is like I'm allergic to one cost. I don't play Hunter Hunteds, I don't play Endear Devotions or anything. It's just like everything costs 0. The only times that I'm pitching is when I'm like not in my Bankai state. And then like the deck is just built to be like, once you're in your Bankai state, you don't need to pitch anymore, and you're just gonna send 16 damage a turn, and like you end the game in 3 turns, like no matter what. So you build the deck in a way that you're just like, if I can get online on turn 2, then the game will end on turn 5.
Yeah. Are you playing attacks in that deck?
Just Blaze Headlong.
Okay. I was thinking about going back to the dual threat idea and be like, what if we play Outed? What if we play Rabble? Like, what if we do these things?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I think you run into the issue of
your deck stops becoming synergistic, and you're just kind of doing.
Yeah, you run into like a situation where it's like, oh well, I drew all of these attack actions, but now I can't like swing my daggers, that kind of thing. And like when it's all just like the attack reactions and like the blazes, it gives you this really clean end game now that you have lessons learned, where like you're just unfatigable because you just like play till you're almost out of cards, and then you like pitch your lessons learned if you see them early, and then when they're in the bottom
3 more Hunt's End. 3 more Hunt's End.
Well, it's got to be different.
Oh, they have to be different ones. Oh, okay.
So you go. I'm gonna get my Fire and Brimstone back, and I'm gonna get a Long Whisker Loyalty back, and I'm gonna get a Hunt's End back.
Yeah.
And the deck, and we're in an end game state where like the deck is thin enough that I'm probably going to have a hand where I see all of those in the same hand, and I'm gonna then do that 2 more times.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You're just gonna get forked, and it's gonna be you just lose. Yeah, GG's. Pack it up.
Yeah.
And it gives you a lot of agency of being able to just be like, and I'm gonna put my damage exactly where I want it to be, and that's really powerful.
Hell yes.
The thought about recognizing when something isn't working in deck building is where I'm at with Afros. Like when a thought comes up, like I should put Chant of Thunderstep into this deck. That's the time where to take a step back.
I was gonna talk to you about this idea, and I'm like, all right, bro, when are we cutting Afro from the deck? You come on, man. You just gotta wait for the new cards. You gotta you just have to put this on a shelf and then just wait and be like, okay.
That's the point where I'm at, where I think the deck is cool, where I think that Afro can be really good one day.
Yeah.
But there's just not enough good. I don't even think the issue right now is with the flow generation.
No, it's fine.
Or how you're doing it. I think the issue is just there's not enough aura, specifically ones that just sit and play, waiting for you to do
There's
something.
one aura I want to flicker in the whole deck, or in the whole card pool. There's one, man.
When's the legendary aura coming?
I should say from Omens. Because you do the thing with conductivity, and that's pretty good. I'm talking I'm talking from Omens.
Yeah.
The one you're thinking about isn't even in Omens, by the way.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about Space Dust.
Oh yeah, no, that one you want to be doing with
that or Spike. Yeah. I forgot that card existed.
Those are blinking physical connectivity, that's good. Straight up, that's something that people should be picking up on by now. But
yeah.
I think there's definitely some merit though to being in a situation having a hero that you're really into, you're really into Afro Ziggy. It's is Afro Ziggy like kind of is he there right now? Like, no, not quite, but like when eventually they print the cards or the equipment or whatever that's gonna like really make an Afro Ziggy build like really pop off, like one, like you're gonna have all of that experience and all
Oh, yeah.
those reps to like be able to recognize it, and two, like you're just gonna be like really adept at playing with those cards, right? Like when Syndra came out, it was like, oh, this is just a really good Mask of Momentum deck. Well, like all I've been doing in basically my entire Flesh and Blood career is playing Mask of Momentum. Like I'm gonna be in a position where like I'm just gonna play this hero until she's gone, and like it's gonna be like the fucking sickest deck because I love this hero so much and I love doing this style or playing this style of game. It's like, thanks LSS for printing a thing
Yeah.
just for me. And I think like if you stick with a hero long enough, even if it's a hero that like is like bad, quote unquote, like you will get those moments eventually, right? Like Katsu
That's
eventually got
basically
Bonds of Ancestry.
Yep.
Like,
The
that's
Olympia
basically happened
gamers.
in Acilio.
yeah.
Yeah, like
You're literally gonna be Rock Lee.
Yeah.
Your dog's
Right.
gonna be Mike Guy telling you to take the weights off.
Yeah. Yeah, like edited in and like the Mike Guy saying to take off your tray. It's Brian Gottlieb, like, you know, handing you a Codex of Frailty or whatever.
he just tosses the book at you.
Okay, to go back to Acilio for 1 second, I did look through the last 3 tournaments. So Hamburg, Edinburgh, Vegas. He has been 12%, and it's definitely, I feel like it's inflated by the fact that you can run three somewhat different lists and like tailor things to how you want. But he has been a very outsized share of the meta.
Oh, he's been the best deck for a bit now. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
even
even
before
at US Nats, he was like
the
up
best
there.
deck.
And he's like the number one, like well, okay, this might, I don't want this to sound like downplaying on my part, but it's like he's like the number one, like if you don't know what you're doing like into him deck, like he just demolishes you.
Yeah, you just lose.
But like I recognize I'm saying that as a Syndra player.
Yep.
Like I played against a Kasai in the Swiss of this event, and I was like certain, like, because I lost to the Marionette, and like the whole rest of the day I was like, all right, time to get paired into a Kasai and like lose, and then my tournament's over, and then like Danny and I get to drive home and it's gonna be fine. And then like I eventually did pair into a Kasai, and I was like, oh, that's it, tournament's over. That guy just like didn't really know how to play into Syndra, and I just was able to like blow him up because he didn't understand a couple of like really like key interactions. The main one being, everyone remember, discard your shelter for the flick prevention, your shelter from the storms. Do it before reactions, because if you don't do it before reactions, I get to flick knives in response, and I invalidate the thing that you're trying to do. That like the turn that he should have like discarded a shelter and like pivoted on me, he just didn't do that, and I just got to like get a mass trigger, and then that gave me enough pressure that even though he's Kasai and he's got Valiant Dynamos and he's got like the best 1-card hands in the game other than a Fang with Bonkai, like it was just like he's not doing enough damage to me, and he can't let me get a mass trigger for the rest of the game or he dies, and I just like walked them down from there. So like you, especially at these tournaments where it's like you know that you're going to play against a lot of different heroes, and you know you're going to play against a lot of different like heroes that are like bad matchups for you, just like sometimes you can just like win those matchups even when you like know that they're bad matchups. Sometimes like I think we talk a lot about like what cards are you playing, or what's your sideboard plan, or what equipment are you playing to like make sure that you're like hosing this. Like you can get so much mileage in matchups just by knowing how to play them, or like knowing how to play your deck really well to be able to like be like, I'm just doing my thing, and if you don't know what I'm doing, like you're gonna die.
So like it isn't as significant now, but like Fiomans with Acilio and Little Echoes, you can ask anyone in Michigan my thoughts about that card, and they will all say that I was an early adopter of this card sucks, don't play it.
There was like 2 decks that could play it. There was 2 decks and it wasn't trolling if they played it.
Like it was very like I would see people play, and I'm like, dude, you like, why is this? Why are you playing this one? Like, you are fan. This does nothing for you.
I would argue that it was worth playing it if you played into an
Not you.
Acilia that like didn't know what they were, didn't know how to
Oh,
play around
yeah.
it. But like, yeah, like at a certain point, I feel like part of like if you play Acilio, you know how to play around Amulet of Echoes, and like you could just assume that is true.
Oh yeah. People thought I was trolling when I was saying that. And I'm like, guys, like, no, this card does nothing. Like,
Oh, your track record is so bad though for trolling, man. You're like, oh, Zahir from Avatar is bad. 2 in Grands. Oh, JP is bad. JP Amnesia is bad. Back when it didn't scale at all. You keep backtracking on that. I swear, I'll go back today and look at all the messages that you were saying. There was no psyop. You meant that. Don't lie.
Berta is just a generational downplaying talent.
It's ridiculous. Generational baiter.
It needs to be studied, honestly.
It's ridiculous. It's insane. It's so beautiful.
I can explain my magic.
Don't save it for the Metafy guide, man. Save it for the downplay Metafy guide.
Oh no.
Do we want to talk about any of the spoilers? Does anyone want to talk about any of the spoiler cards? We got a few this week.
Levi's getting some juice.
Yeah, Levi's a real deck.
If I feel like the first time I get my like battle worn thing broken by that new new banish card.
Yeah, new brute card, yeah. It's just a brute card, right? It's just a brute card.
Oh,
yeah.
It's just a brute card, and it's just discard too. So like Reinhardt can play a thing with an action point or go again, and then if you like
block with your equipment,
if you block with your equipment, he can like banish it and then intimidate you and then like attack you again. It's like that matchup's in the same way that like if you're a deck that attacks with weapons, you need to like know how to play into Bluntons and Kabutos. It's like if you're a deck that like your whole personality is blocking with armor, you're gonna like really have to know your brute matchup.
You are never allowed to block with dynamos ever again.
Well, you can. You just have to do it.
Yeah,
on, like,
you have to do it right. Yeah,
their last thing. You have to never do it when they have like 2 resources and a card in their hand, right? Like if they have 2 resources and a card in your hand, it's illegal.
So Tekla loses. Tekla's not allowed to play the game anymore.
I think after Airship comes out, it's gonna be weird, right? There's no PT. It's just
it's there's a few callings on those worlds. Yeah.
There's gonna be like at one of those coverages, calling a weird whichever one. We're gonna see the city blocked with lightning greaves and get blown the fuck out by that.
Yeah, they're just gonna lose. Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be so sad.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome.
A Viserai blocks with his gloves and just gets his like whole life destroyed.
Yeah, nice grasp of the Arknight nerd.
You only got 2 value out of your normally 700 value gloves.
Yep.
Do we want to talk about the Malice boots? I can't pull up on my screen because they're not on Fabrary yet. But do I want to talk about these?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
As the resident head jab enjoyer, these are sick.
Yeah.
They do the attack queuing thing, and so they queue an attack and like let you like swing 2 guys in a turn. I think it's really cool.
And it lets you like get your graveyard fill for your corrupted corpses, so you can play it like you can accelerate the amount of corrupted corpses you make if you're playing against a deck who's like, I'm just gonna let you, like if you're playing against like it's like such a cool card because like it helps you in both aggro and defensive matchups, because like in defensive matchups most of the time like I can see a world where like it's not easy to attack with all of like your normal guys, so your goal is to get as many corrupted corpses as possible to create a board that's like really broken. So being able to like fill your grave is really cool. And then also against aggro decks, you can break your allies so they can't get Mask Trigger for free. You're like, you don't get Mask Trigger for free.
It also makes it so that Oyston has text.
Yeah,
so cool.
I don't think you play them in Gravy, but you know,
you could.
You could.
I mean,
isn't it like a Mage Master? A lot. Many Mage Masters.
But the problem is, in my head in Gravy, it's like keeping like I would only want to ever do it if I if I have like 3 allies are on the board, because I'm not the Gravy expert. In my head, I don't know. I could see it, but I don't know if I would do it.
We gotta get
Kenny on next week. Yeah, next week we'll get him on.
Talk about
Yeah.
this.
The Necro chat.
Yeah.
The thing I like about it is you don't take blood debt from that zombie because it's at the beginning of the end phase, so that's really cool.
That is
So
pretty sick.
delaying that is nice because that's still something that we have one answer for, but she just could really get a lot of cards stuck in banish in a
Mhm.
way that's hard to empty out.
I think
Yeah,
she's
and
going to be
that's
a
actually-
really. I think that's going to be kind of like her gameplay. I think that's going to be actually a really cool thing. It's like managing your blood debt, and like sometimes you just get a bunch in there and you're on a clock and you have to find a way to end the game before the clock ends out.
Yeah.
She really needed the way to cheat action points because she's
Yeah,
not. She doesn't have
I was
boats
like,
to send.
I was like, that was one of the characters where I was like, all right, we're just gonna wait for the legendary and then we can think about the character. But until then, this is not a real character.
The pirate stuff really shores up the action point issues for Gravy, and Malice, like Shadow, just doesn't have go again like that. Like it's really
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, she seems really cool, and since James White has said that she's gonna be the head jab necromancer, I think I am honor bound to play her. So
Yeah, at least a little bit.
Be like,
You're gonna torture.
definitely-
You're gonna torture the scene for a little bit, and people are gonna
Yeah,
learn
I
how
fe-
to play against aggro, and then the aggro is also gonna have guys. Like it's gonna be bad.
yeah,
I'm definitely playing Aurora. I need to ping these guys.
you gotta kill those guys.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play Viscerai. I was testing Viscerai this week, like during my lunch break today, and I was like, "Oh man, like this hand sucks." And then I realized I like looked at it. I was like, "Oh, I can make 3 rune chants, turn into the usurper version, play this card from Banish Zone, and then pitch the rest of my hand to usurp the Shadow Throne and win the game."
Mm.
Okay, that deck's awesome. That deck's so cool. I played
he
usurp
looked awesome.
the Shadow Throne off of 2 cards plus a tunic.
How many gems do you have?
2 currently.
Are you playing the 4 pitch?
The 4 pitch, like, I think is
The
not
most
for
powerful card
Viscerai.
in the game.
I think it's for Leviah. That's like the most Leviah card I've seen in my life.
That's so real.
Every time you play, if
you've
you've ever played Brew, you understand how epic it is to have 2. You're like, oh, I have 2 floating. Let's go. It's so sick.
Yeah.
She got that new card. She got that new card.
I haven't played Brute, but I know how scared I am of Brutes with 2
2 floating.
floating.
You're like,
You know?
oh, yeah. That new card's for Leviah. So far.
I'm excited for Redline Viscerai to be the slot machine, and then the actual good Viscerai to just like
Dude,
win every game he
the-
wants to win.
The blue count keeps rising. The blue count keeps
Yeah.
rising, man.
No, it's pitching cards
I'm
is gonna be
gonna-
broken.
Yeah.
Just wait until I start working on Viscerai. We gotta get that blue count down. We gotta get number go down.
No.
Dude,
We're at like 20
we gotta-
blues. We're at like 20 blues right now, man. We got to go
Dude,
higher.
I'm telling you, 54 red Viscerai, if they give you a little bit more go again, it's gonna be the most fun deck in the game.
You have
Yeah,
Go again
like,
in your
that's
Go again in your
Redline.
guy. You have Go again in your guy.
The only blue I want to play is the Shadow Anniversary. I love that card.
I don't know what that is.
That's the one that you can like play it out of your banish zone. It's got blood debt and like
It
it has
banishes
go
from
again,
hand.
and then you can like banish a card from your hand to give it go again.
Yeah, that
It's
card's
sick.
lit. That
I don't
card's
know.
insane in Redline,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I love that card.
The deck's sick.
You can pull it up. It's on February.
Surely.
Shadow
Okay. What's it called?
Sur
Shadow Anniversary.
Hold on. I gotta like boot up the thing.
SUR.
I was like, I was about to say that that's my favorite Shadow Runeblade card, but it's actually not because Bounding Demagon is my favorite Shadow Runeblade card. But Shadow
Bounding Demagon.
Anniversary is like pretty.
Oh
close.
yeah. Sorry, this card is in the deck always. This card is broken. I forgot.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I'm ruining everything.
he's going
Oh
crazy.
god, it's a nightmare.
Oh my god, it might be cooked. It might be
Oh,
cooked. It might be cooked. Nobody else can see this, but I've ruined the OBS feature, man. It's bad.
He can't
I
push
am
it to
so-
live.
I'm encroaching on no territory. This is lit.
Oh my god.
Live production.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
never good. Never do live production. All right, that's not the right card.
like-
This is the right card.
Yeah, I
And
think
then we faded
right
into the
now,
right one.
There it is.
I've fishbowled Redline Viscerai quite a bit with what we have. You just brick by not having enough action points, and if
They'll fix that.
problem is solvable, like it's
Start
gonna be
playing the rune
so
chants.
fun.
I'm telling you. Rune chant of sloth is really freaking
Oh,
good,
I
man.
have 3, man. Yeah, it's broken.
Here's a question I have for you. Obviously we're playing Shadow Puppetries. How many
Yeah.
flying highs are you on?
I don't. I don't look at flying high like that usually, but
Hey, man.
I think there's a reason. Over Mauve Skies, like there's so many. There's so many to run that are in Shadow and Runeblade though.
That's fair, but flying high is lit.
It's +1. It is
It's got the
pretty-
guy on
It is
it.
pretty
It's got the
good.
guy on it.
Yeah, yeah.
I just immediately think about is it I forget which opening is flying high. Some Burnout Syndrome's anime opening.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know what
Haikyuu.
you're saying. Yeah.
High Q, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, they just announced the next Haikyuu movie. This is totally off
Lit.
topic.
Oh,
Wait, they
yeah.
did? They did?
It's gonna be
Lit.
Wait, no, 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 no.
Yeah,
This is what we're talking about
They-
now.
Yeah.
I think they also
Wait,
announced.
wait, everything's still fucked up on this. Hold on, everything's still fucked up. This is crazy, man.
Also, honestly, real talk, if they do ban something, I kind of hope they just ban Jack-o'-lantern. And I don't have to buy that card now.
Y'all see this? Y'all see Berto peeking
that-
into my damn frame?
No.
Yep, just
Oh,
the
they-
corner.
Oh, yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep. A little bit of reality
yeah.
going in there.
Just- yeah, I don't want to have to buy Jack-o'-lantern. That's not a card that like should be meta.
So
They'll reprint it in the
Just
gem
remember-
pack. They'll reprint it in the gem pack.
Yeah, I
They
agree.
will.
That's fair. That's fair.
It'll be
That's what they did
foil,
with,
and it'll be way cooler than the regular ones. You can be like, "Look, I have the foil one, idiot!" And I'll be like, "No, my EAs."
Scar for a Scar
Yeah.
though, that's gonna be nice in Disarray.
Hell
the thing
yeah.
though, we
I'm
also
hyped.
announced One Piece movies, by the way.
The One Piece movies, we have
We're-
do not pay attention if you are not caught up in One Piece. No more, no more, no more. I haven't read the new chapter, actually, so don't spoil that either. Whatever.
I was gonna say I feel like we shouldn't jump scare people with One Piece spoilers. In our
That's what I'm not. I'm saying no more listening. Don't, They have the God Valley, God Valley, hype,
Yeah.
hype, and then they have bad One Piece bad. It's
Yeah.
called bad
Do you think
because
that
Oda
film's
said
gonna
that
be
it was
good, or do
dog
you
shit.
I was gonna say, do you think that film's gonna be bad?
Dude, last year I was thinking about this. Last year, Oda at like Jump Fest was like, "Yeah, I can't tell you much about the new movie I'm working on, but I can tell you it's not going good."
Yeah. Brandon, I
That
think
is
it was like I think it was you and I like earlier, like when we were at the post Armory Tasties and we were talking about One Piece, and I was like, it would be really hype if they just did God Valley as a movie.
yeah, and they did. I'm hype. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking to you. I was like, "When are they doing God Valley, man? Like, when are we doing this?"
Yeah.
It's a movie. It's sick. I saw somebody saying like, "Oh, One Piece film bad is actually about Blackbeard because it's Blackbeard," and then they like capitalize just the letters of bad. I was like, "What are we doing, man? Dog shit."
They're
One
cooking.
Piece viewers are the funniest people alive.
It's crazy.
All right. So what day are we gonna record the One Piece podcast?
We gotta record the Umineko cast first, man. It's more
That-
important.
No.
That's
We
more
record it
important,
when it
actually.
ends.
What'd you say?
We record the One Piece podcast when it ends.
When it ends, yeah.
Sure.
If this is still happening when One Piece ends, the podcast will just be about One Piece for that week. There's no.
I'm gathering people to when One Piece ends, Joanna has promised me that she will read it. And so I'm gathering people so that when One Piece ends, we can do a big giant epic book club
Yeah,
where we all go through
Hell
it.
yes.
It's gonna be so sick.
it's gonna be epic.
So we can definitely do a One Piece going through it podcast after it ends.
Yeah,
I'd be
we can definitely do
lit. I'd be so in for that.
Does anyone else have anything else to say about Flesh and Blood? No,
It was a cool game.
No.
it's so cool. I love this game.
Dope ass game.
Oh, do you guys want to see the playmat?
Yes, yeah, I love
Yes!
playmats. Yes.
Yeah.
Yippee!
I was talking about this too.
I
You go.
I grabbed it because I was like, Brandon's gonna want to see the playmat.
I want to see the. Yes, dude, it's so sick. was-
Fire.
I was talking about it at the fighting game local. I was like, dude, he gets the fucking playmat.
Yeah.
And then I was telling I was telling Matt, I was like, yeah, man, he gets cold foil Rock Yard Rodeo, and he goes, he was popping off, man. He was like,
He's
It's true.
bogging.
I brought all this stuff over here to do a little show and tell, and then I forgot that it was over here.
yeah, yeah. Oh, that would have been such a
yeah.
good opening. You're like, yeah, man, I didn't do much this week. I got these though.
Yeah. We got a glyph power spell.
Those are so
That
sick.
fucking
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
That's the
we
rainbow
got
foil,
that.
right?
We got the Rock Yard Radio.
Yeah.
The
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
shadows. We got this thing.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
we'll open this thing on a video
Yeah.
at some point this week.
And then you have a PTI too. Are you just gonna hold on to that? What are you gonna do with that thing?
No idea.
Yeah,
Haven't thought that far. Like, have not processed
having a
this weekend
PTI.
enough to
Yeah.
have like figured that out.
Because that's a rare PTI. It's so hard to get those now. Like, actually, it's so hard to get a PTI that you can use anywhere and is also tradable. That's like $1 bazillion.
Yeah.
Wait, what? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, depending on what my job situation looks like in the next like little bit, it might turn into, some dollars. But if I still have it by the next time there's a PT in the country, I might go.
Yeah. So sick.
We'll just spike PQs. We can say we can do that now, right? Like,
surely, right? It's I wanted to talk about this too. Dude, our region is so hard to do anything in. It's so broken, man. It's like I'm thinking about next PQ season because we have like 4.
Yep.
And it's
we
like
got 2 draft PQs.
Yes.
Time to learn to draft.
Yes, and it's just going to be impossible to qualify for anything anymore, like consistently. Like there's no way. If this is about like going to be how many PQs that we get because there's going to be more PQs per year, like it's GG's, man. Like, good luck. You get 1 a year. You get to qualify once a year. Hope it's a place you want to go.
I like a lot of the like random games that I play at our Fab Ann Arbor armories are like harder than a lot of the games that I played yesterday. Which, like, not to say that like my opponents yesterday were not also good. I played a lot of really incredible games.
It's just weird.
But like, yeah, we've got a really good crew, and everyone is like really like supportive of each other. There's like a lot of camaraderie, which like I've been a part of building this scene like ever since I got into it, and like it means a lot to have seen it grow to the like the level that it has, to the point where it's like, like how many of y'all queued for Nats last year, right? Like, I could like it felt very cool to be like, yeah, I was like a part of this scene that has like grown these players, like, and like helped everyone improve together to the point where everyone is so good that everyone is just like qualifying for shit at the same time. And then it like felt kind of bad to not have qualified because I was like busy with work and all that stuff, and so it like now feels good to be able to be like, yeah, cool, I can also hang. That's nice. That's nice to know.
It's like better than the rest of us by technicality, because you can go anywhere with your PTI, and it was also a 1K.
Yeah, I have $200 now.
Let's go. It's so sick.
Yeah,
I think that. One thing. This is crazy. If anybody from LSS is ever watching any of these, please do a Michigan calling. We have 22 people at our armories. Please, can we get anything?
Yeah. Our scene's really good. I've been like a big point of contact for like trying to get more stores into it to like grow the area to be able to have more armories and stuff. I think it would be really cool to be able to have more stuff in this area. We have such a good scene. There's a lot of like there's been a lot of like grassroots tournament organizing just to try to give us something to do to like get like all of Michigan together, because like Michigan has a bunch of really incredible fab scenes. They're just like all scattered throughout the whole state, and there's like not a lot of stuff that brings us all together. So like being able to have more stuff that brings us all together would be dope, because then we just get to like play all together all the time, and everyone would be able to like learn from each other and get better, and that would be super tight.
Yeah, that's a great closing message. That's legit such a great close. I couldn't. That's like the best outro of all time, man. That's so sick. Yeah, I think from there.
LSS.
Yeah, please. I think from there we're all good. I guess we can wave bye to the cameras and bye bye.